All right, everybody get comfy. All right. So bots have been running rampant throughout a lot of the streamers that I know over the past week or so. People have been follow botted, meaning a bunch of bot accounts follow them all at the same time. And it can be anywhere from 17 to 17,000. I've seen both. In that case, we also have bots who will be spamming inappropriate messages, who may just be following with inappropriate names. Sometimes the bots that follow you don't have an appropriate name, but the likelihood that 17,000 people are going to follow you at the same time is very, very slim. So we are going to talk about some bot problems and the best way to combat those bot problems by booping the buttons. And we're going to be doing it in 5 steps. Unfortunately, there are not only preemptive steps, but also sub-steps in those steps. So we're going to have a really, really good time with formatting here. All right, so getting started. We're going to talk about some preemptive things that you can do just to kind of familiarize yourself before you go live. Before you go live, and just to prepare yourself. Bots are not so much a what if I get them, it's when I get them. Bots are kind of inevitable. We work on the internet. People are always going to be trolling. It's like pretty much impossible for us to think, oh, I will never ever be botted. Why do people bot? They might do it to steal your thunder in a way. Take all the fun things that you might want to celebrate, like follower achievements or VIP badges being unlocked, or wow, I suddenly went from 0 to 17,000 followers. Like they want to take that away from you, and we don't want them to be able to do that. So what we're going to do is essentially familiarize ourselves with how to combat them, and also just pretend that they don't exist after that and just kind of like bury it away. So before you go live, everybody, familiarize yourself with your chat settings. You can do that with the little cog at the bottom of your chat. Moderators, you can also do this. You have access to this as well. So both moderators and streamer can do these things. Another way to do that is you can toggle chat modes via in-chat commands. And I have a link here, so when I share this presentation later, you can click on it. Twitch has just a whole nifty spread of in-chat commands. You can type like /follow, /moderators, /subscribers. You can do /unique messages, and we'll explain kind of what those are a little bit later. But those are going to be some of like your base things you want to know. And even if you don't know them well, just know where they are, so when they do become applicable, you can be like, oh, I have this little tool in my back pocket to use. There are also methods that you can do when it comes to your Elgato Stream Deck to make this a lot easier, but we'll discuss that after the presentation. This is just going to be for many of those people maybe who don't have access to either Stream Decks or any kind of like alternative button booping technology. So first things first, step 1, don't freak out. Okay, bots are going to happen. They're going to happen. Chats, as a viewer, if you haven't seen a bot yet, you will. They're just going to happen, and there's nothing we can do about it right now. Twitch is working hard, I guarantee you, to try to protect not only their viewers, their streamers, but also, I mean, themselves, ultimately. So just understand, on the baseline, whatever steps you need to take to make sure that your chat is safe, you are safe, your viewers are going to understand. And if they don't understand, just like, be gone. So as long as you are communicating with them, so make sure you tell them exactly what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what's happening. Because if you've never experienced a bot before and you're in a chat, I believe many of us can remember our first time watching someone be botted or be botted ourselves. And immediately we're like, what is going on? But fortunately, as long as you, the streamer, are there to guide them and let them know, being like, hey, we are receiving a bot right now. Give me just a minute. We'll get this all cleared up, and then move on with your stream. Don't let it make you feel bad. Don't let it bring you down. Don't let it essentially disrupt your cast, because that's the point of the bot. It's essentially a troll. Number 2, identify what kind of bot it is. This is going to be like one of the easiest pieces. Is it a spam bot? So are they just posting a ton of messages over and over and over again? Are they? Or is it a follow bot? Are they not posting any messages and are instead just filling up your channel with follows. And on top of that are the messages that they're posting. So if they are a spam bot, are the messages they're posting against TOS or against your channel, like rules, or if it's a follow bot, are the bots using inappropriate names? So you do need to identify and see that, because that will determine the priority of steps that you do from this point forward. So, number 1, protect your chat. Keep them safe. They are your viewers, and it is your duty as a streamer to make sure that they are getting the experience that they signed up for. Even if you do get a bot, doing your best to make sure that they stay safe. So, number 1, always clear your chat. If you get a spam bot in there, I just want to point out, I have listed these from most useful to least useful. Number 1, clearing your chat. If there are any kind of messages in there that you don't even kind of want, or even if it's a message like over and over, follow this person, spam 200 times, just clear the chat, get it out of there. And explain that you're clearing the chat, so that if you have one of your viewers saying something and it gets caught up in that spam and it gets cleared away, they might feel bad that you didn't see their message. But just explain, saying, hey, we're going to clear the chat. Apologies if anybody's messages are lost. This is their first step that we're taking. Step 2, going into emo only mode is one of the best ways, because many of the times the spam won't be emo based. It will be text based. So anything that is text-based that a bot is trying to spam will immediately not be allowed. If there are spamming emotes, then just skip this. Like I said, this is why identifying what kind of bot you're dealing with determines the priority. So next, switch to follower-only mode. A lot of the time, spam bots won't follow, but if they do begin to follow, if you are an affiliate/partner, feel free to switch to subscriber-only mode. You can do all of these, by the way. I just want to point out, you can do all of these via either in-text command or by toggling it in your channel modes, which is under your channel setting tab. In addition to subscriber-only, if you don't want to do that, or maybe you're not an affiliate, or maybe you just don't feel comfortable going to subscriber-only mode, feel free to use the command like /followers 30 minutes, so 30M. That will set your chat to only people who have been following for 30 minutes will be allowed to speak. Chances are those spam bots haven't been following for 30 minutes, so they won't be able to speak immediately. So you're clearing your chat, you're protecting your chat, and you're not allowing the bots to post any more messages. If you want to get real aggressive with it, feel free to go to unique chat, meaning this chat, essentially this toggles chat settings, so if anything in a 9-character succession is the same as something previously posted, it will not post. So if I were to say follow myself on Twitch 25 times and someone has already changed into unique chat, then it won't let me post that message twice if it's the exact same as the message previously. This is limited to a time frame though. Same thing with slow mode. So that's why I'm specifically saying do not switch to slow mode. Slow mode will only put like a piece of scotch tape over the leak in the boat. Water is still going to come in and it will still get through. So this is especially important if the messages being posted are inappropriate or against TOS or against your channel rules or anything that would either offend you or your viewers or put anybody in an uncomfortable situation. So that's why I say do not switch to slow mode. Just don't even worry about that. If you do all of these ahead of time, you will not need to worry about slow mode. Okay, so the next step, as I like to say, is my new phone who dis method. Essentially, mute everything. Pretend like, make them feel like this bot doesn't exist. So start with, if you have a moderation bot which alerts chat if anybody has followed or if anybody is kind of mass hosting or anything along those lines, mute and ban that bot. You can always unban them and remod them later, and the bot's feelings probably, I don't think Moobot is going to be upset about it. Next, disable and mute your standard alerts. So the things that show up on your stream, that package that you use, just disable, mute them, and make sure you do it not only as like the pop-up, but also the sound. So this is where having that mute alert button, which is very, very nice. You can use it through Slobs, you can do it through Streamlabs Elgato, you can do any kind of button that allows you to mute alerts. Just do that. We don't want to bog down our chat with fake follows. Also, it is important to keep an activity list that only you can see open. So your activity feed, so that you know that when all the bots are either done following or just done bogging down everything. I have a couple of things on here that if they are applicable to you, so if you use Capagen, Capamon, if you have an event list on your screen or you have banners, these are especially important to if you have inappropriate named follow bots. Get them off your screen. The only reason they are inappropriately named is because they either want to get some kind of clip of you reading them to put you in a bad situation. They want to, or I guess it's not the only reason. They either want to put you in a bad situation. They want to have something on your content with your face on it, if you stream with your face or with your name or with your brand or with your logo on it with their inappropriate words. They want to have evidence of that. Or they just want to kind of ruin your day and offend a bunch of people. Next, communicate. Again, I said this in the beginning. Tell your chat what is happening all the time. Tell them every step you are taking. Tell them why you are taking it. And tell them how long that you are going to be in subscriber-only mode, follower-only mode, follower for 30-minute mode. Or even, I don't know, how long you're going to be hitting clear chat. Or how long your bot's going to be down. Or how long your alerts are going to be down. And then just be diligent in thanking whoever it may have come around at the same time as the bot. If you've ever walked into a channel and they've been immediately botted, the chances are that you may, if you followed during that time or tried to chat during that time, chances are that you may have been caught up in a lot of that banning. So at this point, as a viewer, you can also communicate politely. So if you realize you've been banned during that time and you're just coming in, feel free to just send a nice, polite message to a moderator saying, hi, I think I came in at the same time as that bot and I got banned. Would it be possible after this is all over for me to be unbanned? And just be very genuine, be very open, and be very susceptible to the steps that a streamer is taking. And streamers, be susceptible to the fact that your viewers might be confused or scared. Just let them know that you have it under control and these are the steps you're taking and why you're taking them. Also important to do is let Twitch know. So I also have a link here that links you to Twitch support. So you can go, you can fill out a whole dealio. You can please note down the date and time of the bot attack, a few names connected to the spam, since when they do kind of erase all of these fake accounts, they will mass erase them. And then if they spammed a message, feel free to note down the message and send that to Twitch as well. So just send it all in like one little package to them so they know what happened and they know that you weren't purposefully doing this to inflate your follow account or even your view account or even the amount of messages said per channel. Just so they know that you're not intentionally doing this, communicate with Twitch. On that note, those are going to be our 5 steps. Again, this will be available, the whole presentation, if people want to follow along later. Click on the links to any of those things. I will make that available when I post this video. And then for those of you who use Elgato Stream Deck and alternative strategies like using your phone to switch scenes or anything along those lines, boop your buttons. Learn about ways that you can use your buttons that you have available to you to help streamline your chat against bots. Protect yourself. There are multi-action instructions, which I have included in a link there for you as well. And just learn how to boop the buttons. Learn the tools that you have available to you so you are prepared for when your channel is inevitably bot attacked. Feel free to send me any messages with questions you may have or feedback you would like to provide. Obviously, this is a Google Doc, so it's very easily editable. So please let me know if I missed anything or you would like me to add anything else. Thank you very much. All right, I'll turn on